Hi everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. Today I'm sharing a collection of mono white commanders that are usually overlooked but are powerful and exciting to play. Yes, these are some underrated mono white commanders. Before we do take a look at these commanders, please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more awesome commander videos. So without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Let's check out these underrated commanders. Number 1. Adeline, Resplendent, Cathar. A legendary creature, human knight that costs 2 white and 1 generic mana to cast. She has star power and 4 toughness and says the following. Vigilance. Adeline's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever you attack, for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker they control. Okay, so Adeline is a very cool commander that I rarely see, and I find her to be highly underrated. Adeline is an incredibly aggressive commander who can swiftly amass an army of 1/1 humans, overwhelming your opponents in no time. All we have to do is attack, and we can quickly collect an army of tokens with ease. But that's not all. The more creatures you control, the stronger Adeline becomes, making her entire kit synergize perfectly. This means you can play her as a Voltron commander if you wish, power her up with auras and your token army, and you can overpower your opponent's life totals down rather quickly. Here are some cool cards that you can utilize alongside her. Mentor of the Meek, a creature that costs 1 white and 2 generic mana to cast, and it says the following. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you may pay 1 generic mana. If you do, draw a card. So, if you know me well, you know how much I love card draw, and this combined with Adeline's token triggers is superb. It's going to help us draw a lot of cards over the game. All we have to do is pay that 1 generic mana. Sometimes we may not have it, but when we do, very efficient. It's not too much to pay 1 mana, right? A solid card overall. Another superb card is Cathar's Crusade, an enchantment spell that costs 2 white and 3 generic mana to cast, and it says the following. Whenever a creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Okay, so this is awesome. Mega powerful. It can act as a win condition for us in this deck, helping our small tokens become massive, formidable attackers. The only real downside on this card is trying to keep up mathematically with the +1/+1 counters that you're going to be throwing around, because trust me, it's going to be a lot. Overall, Adeline is excellent, costing just 3 total mana to cast. She's an absolute powerhouse, demanding immediate answers from your foes. Whether in the early game or late game, she remains a formidable threat, ensuring she's always relevant and always a blast to play. You can buy this commander for around $4.90. Number 2. Oswald Fiddlebender, a legendary creature, gnome artificer that costs 1 white and 1 generic mana to cast. It says the following. Magical Tinkering. For 1 white mana and tap, sacrifice an artifact. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice artifact's mana value. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Activate only as a sorcery. So if you love artifact strategies, Oswald is the perfect commander for you. A powerhouse of a commander and a worthy candidate for the competitive side of commander known as CEDH. Oswald thrives in mono white stacks shells, locking opponents out of the game while leveraging his ability to cheat key artifacts into play. By repeatedly tutoring combo pieces or stack tools, Oswald quickly builds an overwhelming board advantage, often setting up game-winning combos with absolute ease. Efficient, disruptive, and highly synergistic, he's a force to be reckoned with at any table in Commander. However, be warned, once players know what you're trying to do or how the deck actually operates, they will likely remove this commander on sight. Here's a cool card that I would combine with him. Mage Rive Stone, an artifact spell that costs 2 generic mana to cast, and it says the following. For 1 generic mana and tap, untap target creature that has an activated ability with tap in its costs. So this artifact synergizes very nicely with the commander Oswald. We can utilize this artifact to help us reactivate Oswald's ability an additional time, which is very sweet and can massively extend our combo potential. Overall, Oswald is one powerful, mighty commander that can combo off like crazy. If you like artifact themed decks, then I highly recommend this commander for you. And you can buy this commander for around $2. Number 3, Darien, King of Kjeldor. A legendary creature, human soldier that costs 2 white and 4 generic mana to cast. It says the following: whenever you're dealt damage, you may create that many 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. So Darien is one of the most unique commanders in the game. He rewards you for taking damage, something most decks try to avoid. While Commander typically encourages minimizing life loss, Darien flips that logic on its head, turning pain into profit. I suppose this odd mechanic and game style is what makes him so underrated. A lot of players likely don't know how to build him or play around with him. The more damage you take, the more 1/1 soldier tokens you create, rapidly building an army that can defend or be used to eat opponents' life totals down with. This quirky ability leads to unexpected comebacks, turning enemy attacks into your advantage. Here are some cool cards that you can combine with him. Soul's Attendant, a creature spell that costs 1 white mana to cast, and it says the following: whenever another creature enters, you may gain 1 life. So, since with Darien's strange kit, we are aiming in taking damage, therefore losing life, we can use Soul's Attendant to help grasp back the life we lose as our creature tokens come into play. Very nice synergy. Another great card is Pearl Medallion, an artifact spell that costs 2 generic mana to cast, and it says the following: white spells you cast cost 1 generic mana less to cast. Since we are playing mono white with a Darien deck, this artifact is going to help us loads. In fact, this artifact is a great card for all the commanders listed in this video since they're all mono white. The reason I have mentioned it here with Darien is because he costs a hefty 6 total mana to cast, so any methods that are available to help shave off mana is going to really come in handy here. Overall, with strong and explosive token generating potential, Darien offers a fresh and dynamic playstyle. One where every hit you take brings you closer to victory. Odd, but very cool. And you can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 4, God Eternal Oketra. A legendary creature zombie god that costs 2 white and 3 generic mana to cast. It says the following: double strike. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with vigilance. When God Eternal Oketra dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put it into its owner's library, third from the top. So there's a lot of good card text attached to this god creature. We can use her to create 3 creatures for us. This is because she creates a 4/4 zombie creature with vigilance every time you cast a creature spell. So this means we can cast a very cheap white creature spell and use that ability to rapidly build an overwhelming board state of 4/4s. Some good recursion is offered here as well. If this command is removed, we can choose to put her third from the top in our library, making her hard to permanently deal with. I'm not sure if this option is the most wisest choice though, since players may find ways for us to have to shuffle our library, and if she's third from the top, this is really going to make it hard for us to get her back. I suppose this is a good option if her commander tax is very high. Here's a very cool card that I would pair with this commander. Selfless Spirit, a creature spell that costs 1 white and 1 generic mana to cast. It says the following: flying, sacrifice this creature, creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Very, very nice, especially when combined with the commander Oketra. This is because this creature is cheap to cast, so we can easily create that 4/4 token. Plus, we can use it to save our board state should someone try to board wipe us. Very nice card indeed. Overall, she is an aggressive commander. She pressures opponents quickly while being difficult to shut down, making her a consistent threat and a rather unique for mono white. Definitely underrated gem, and you can buy this commander for around $1. Number 5, the final command on my list today. 8.5 Tails. A legendary creature, Fox Cleric, that costs 2 white mana to cast. It has 2 power and 2 toughness and says the following: for 1 generic mana and 1 white mana, target permanent you control gains protection from white until end of turn. For 1 generic mana, target spell or permanent becomes white until end of turn. Okay, last but not least, this one is severely underrated and very, very cool. Look at its card art as well. Mega awesome. 8.5 Tails is one of the most unique and disruptive commanders in Magic the Gathering. With its ability to turn any permanent white and grant protection from white, it creates an incredibly control sort of setup, a control engine, let's say, that can be used to do a lot of nice stuff. You can use this commander to shut down targeted removal coming your way, blank your opponent's kill spells by making your key pieces untouchable. It also provides built-in evasion. We can swing in safely by giving blockers protection from our attackers. Pretty darn cool. Perhaps a Voltron route is possible as well with this quirky creature, although this will be slow to set up with 8.5 Tails. This is a resilient and flexible commander as it works in Control, Voltron or Stax decks. Here's a must-play card in my opinion with this commander. Mother of Ruins, a creature spell that costs 1 white mana to cast, and it says the following. For tap, target creature you control gains protection from the colour of your choice until end of turn. Short and simple, keeps in theme with what 8.5 Tails is trying to do. We can utilise this 1 mana creature to easily protect our commander or any other creature should our commander not be able to do so. Super good card. Overall, this commander is a master of protection, control and battlefield manipulation. 8.5 Tails is resilient, versatile and rewards creative play that outmaneuvers opponents at every turn. Many players, when they first see this commander, have no idea what you're about to do and will often leave you unchecked for the whole game, and that will probably come back to bite them as you end up winning with some funny stack pieces or combo pieces. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents, making it very budget friendly to pick up. Okay, we've arrived to the end of the video. In conclusion, I hope that today I've shown you a cool mono white commander for you to pick up and play. What do you think of the commanders I've listed? Have any of you played one of these commanders before? Do you have any recommendations? If so, let me know in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and I always try my best to answer them all. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, check out the 2 other videos that should have popped up on the screen. Please could drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to keep updated for more of my future commander content. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.